Walmart. Over 160 million customers walk through those doors every single week. The prices are low. The convenience is unmatched. For millions of families, it's where grocery budgets survive. But some of the most popular products on those shelves are quietly working against your health. Hidden sugars, excessive sodium, ingredients designed to last forever, not nourish your body. Today we're revealing 12 Walmart products you should never buy. And the final one is already in millions of carts right now, mistaken for a smart, affordable choice. Number 12, great value white sandwich bread. It's the foundation of every lunchbox in America. Sandwiches, toast, quick breakfasts on busy mornings. Great value white bread sits in millions of kitchens because it's cheap, soft, and familiar. But here's what most shoppers never realize. This bread is engineered for shelf life, not nutrition. Flip the package over and you'll find a list that reads more like a chemistry experiment than a recipe. Refined, enriched flour stripped of natural fiber, high fructose corn syrup, adding unnecessary sugar to something that shouldn't need sweetening at all. Dough conditioners like calcium peroxide and datem designed to keep the texture unnaturally soft for weeks. These additives serve the manufacturer's interests, not yours. They ensure the bread survives transportation, warehouse storage, and extended time on shelves without going stale. One slice contains around 65 milligrams of sodium and nearly 2 grams of added sugar. That might sound small, but most people use 2 slices per sandwich. Multiply that across daily consumption, and you're adding significant empty calories and sodium without even trying. Over a month, those small numbers become substantial contributors to inflammation and weight gain. The real problem is what's missing. Almost 0 fiber per slice, minimal protein, no meaningful vitamins unless they've been artificially added back in after processing stripped them away. This bread fills your stomach but leaves your body running on empty. For something so basic, it's doing surprisingly little good. And if this feels like a harmless staple, the next product proves how far Walmart stretches the definition of food. Number 11, great value processed cheese slices. That perfect yellow square that melts effortlessly on burgers and grilled cheese sandwiches. Great value processed cheese slices are a kitchen staple for families who want convenience without the premium price. But here's the uncomfortable truth. What you're eating barely qualifies as cheese. Look closely at the label. It doesn't say cheese, it says pasteurized prepared cheese product. That distinction matters legally and nutritionally. Real cheese requires minimal ingredients, milk, salt, enzymes, and cultures. This product relies on milk protein concentrate, sodium citrate, sodium phosphate, and a list of emulsifiers designed to create that smooth, meltable texture artificially. The FDA requires this specific labeling because the product cannot legally be called cheese. One slice contains around 220 milligrams of sodium and only 4 grams of protein. Compare that to real cheddar, which offers nearly 7 grams of protein per ounce with far fewer additives. You're trading genuine nutrition for industrial convenience. That swap might seem minor, but it compounds over time as these slices become dietary staples. The emulsifiers and stabilizers aren't there for your benefit. They exist to extend shelf life and ensure uniform melting every single time. That consistency comes at a cost. Your body processes these additives differently than whole food ingredients, potentially affecting gut health over time. What's worse, many consumers genuinely believe they're feeding their families real dairy. The bright orange color and familiar taste create an illusion of quality that the ingredient list simply doesn't support. Cheese shouldn't need a science degree to understand. But if processed cheese slices concern you, the next product on this list takes things even further into questionable territory. Great value frozen microwave burgers. After a long day, nothing feels easier than tossing a frozen burger in the microwave and having dinner ready in 90 seconds. Great value frozen microwave burgers promise quick protein with minimal effort. But what you're actually eating might make you reconsider that convenience. These patties aren't just beef. The ingredient list reveals textured vegetable protein, soy protein concentrate, and various fillers designed to bulk up the product while keeping costs impossibly low. The actual beef content is stretched thin, and the processing required to make meat microwavable introduces a host of additives you wouldn't find in fresh ground beef. Binding agents and flavor enhancers work overtime to simulate what real beef delivers naturally. One patty can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium before you add any condiments. That's nearly 20% of your daily recommended intake from a single patty. Add cheese, ketchup, and a bun, and you're looking at a sodium bomb disguised as a simple meal. Your blood pressure feels the impact even if you don't notice it immediately. The texture tells the story. These burgers often come out rubbery, with a processed mouthfeel that's nothing like a freshly grilled patty. The flavor relies heavily on salt and artificial seasonings to mask the low-quality meat underneath. Former food industry workers have noted that products like these prioritize cost efficiency above all else. The goal is hitting a price point, not delivering genuine nutrition or flavor. Quick doesn't always mean smart. Your body deserves better than filler-packed patties engineered for speed. And speaking of sodium overload, the next item takes things to an entirely different level. Number 9. Great value instant noodles. They're the ultimate broke budget meal. Boiling water, 3 minutes, done. Great value instant noodles have fed college students, late-night snackers, and budget-conscious families for decades. But behind that comforting simplicity lies one of the most nutritionally empty products on store shelves. Let's start with the sodium. A single serving of these noodles contains anywhere from 800 to over 1,000 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly half your entire daily recommended limit in one small bowl. And most people eat the whole package, not the suggested half serving listed on the nutrition label. So realistically, you're consuming a full day's worth of salt in one sitting. That's a recipe for water retention, bloating, and long-term cardiovascular stress. The noodles themselves are deep-fried before packaging to achieve that quick cook time. That process adds unhealthy fats while stripping away any nutritional value the wheat might have offered. You're left with refined carbohydrates that spike blood sugar and leave you hungry again within an hour. The crash that follows often triggers cravings for more processed foods, creating a vicious cycle. Protein content sits at a dismal 4 to 5 grams per package. Fiber is nearly non-existent. The seasoning packet is essentially flavored sodium with traces of dehydrated vegetables so small they provide no real benefit. Eating these occasionally won't harm you, but relying on them regularly contributes to bloating, high blood pressure, and long-term cardiovascular strain. But if instant noodles shocked you, the next product targets families who think they're making a healthier choice. If you're learning something new here, hit subscribe and keep these eye-opening breakdowns coming. Number 8. Great value fruit punch drinks the bright red color. The fruity aroma. The word fruit printed right there on the label. Great value fruit punch looks like a healthier alternative to soda, especially when parents grab it for their kids, but here's the truth most shoppers miss entirely. This drink contains almost no real fruit whatsoever. Check the ingredient list. Water comes first. High fructose corn syrup comes second. Then you'll find citric acid, artificial flavors, and red dye number 40. Actual fruit juice, if present at all, sits at around 2% or less. That's not fruit punch. That's sugar water with clever marketing. The imagery of fresh fruit on the packaging creates expectations the product never intends to meet. One 8-ounce serving contains approximately 25 grams of sugar. That's over 6 teaspoons in a single glass. Most kids don't stop at one serving. Pour a standard-sized cup and you're easily looking at 40 grams of sugar or more, rivaling a can of cola. The sweet taste trains young palates to expect intense sweetness from every beverage. The American Heart Association recommends children consume no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day. One glass of this punch can blow through that entire limit before breakfast ends. What makes this worse is the perception gap. Parents actively avoid soda for their families but reach for fruit punch, believing it's a smarter choice. The packaging reinforces this illusion with images of fresh fruit and words like natural flavors. Nothing about this product supports your child's health. It's liquid candy hiding in plain sight. And if sugary drinks concern you, the next item might be sitting in your pantry right now. Number 7. Great value sweetened breakfast cereals. Morning routines are hectic. Pouring a bowl of colorful cereal feels like an easy win. Kids love it. It's fast. It's cheap. Great value sweetened cereals line an entire aisle at Walmart, promising a fun start to the day. But what you're really serving is closer to dessert than breakfast. Many great value cereal varieties contain 10 to 12 grams of sugar per serving. Some flavors push even higher, approaching 15 grams in a single bowl. That means before your child leaves for school, they've already consumed nearly half their daily sugar allowance from a single bowl, add a glass of that fruit punch we just discussed, and they've maxed out before lunch. The sugar rush sets them up for an inevitable crash during their most important learning hours. The fiber content tells another troubling story. Most sweetened varieties offer 1 gram or less per serving. Without fiber, that sugar hits the bloodstream fast, causing energy spikes followed by crashes that affect focus, mood, and hunger levels throughout the morning. Refined grains form the base of these cereals. The vitamins listed on the box aren't naturally occurring. They're sprayed on after processing to create the illusion of nutritional value. It's fortification, masking a fundamentally empty product. Marketing plays a significant role here. Cartoon characters, bright colors, and phrases like part of a complete breakfast convince families these cereals are acceptable daily choices. But the nutrition label reveals a different reality. Breakfast should fuel the day, not sabotage it. What's in that bowl matters more than convenience. And the deception continues with the next product, which hides its problems under a crispy golden coating. Number 6, great value frozen chicken nuggets. Kids practically beg for them, golden, crispy, and ready in minutes. Great value frozen chicken nuggets are a freezer staple in households across America. They're easy, affordable, and universally loved. But what's actually inside that breading might change how you see them forever. The chicken content in budget frozen nuggets is often lower than you'd expect. Industry standards allow products to be labeled as chicken nuggets even when actual meat comprises only 40 to 50% of the total weight. The rest consists of breading, fillers, and water bound with phosphates to add bulk. You're essentially paying chicken prices for bread and additives. Check. The ingredients closely. You'll find chicken that's been ground, processed, and reformed rather than whole muscle meat. Textured soy protein often appears alongside the poultry. Sodium levels reach 300 to 400 milligrams per serving of just 4 to 5 nuggets. Kids rarely stop at 1 serving, easily doubling or tripling that intake without realizing the consequences. The breading itself is where manufacturers save money. That thick, crunchy coating isn't just for texture. It's a cost-cutting measure that stretches a small amount of chicken into something that looks like a full portion. After cooking, you're eating more fried flour than actual protein. Consumer tests have repeatedly shown that premium nugget brands contain significantly more real chicken per piece. The price difference reflects genuine quality gaps, not just branding. Your kids deserve protein that actually nourishes them, not filler disguised as a childhood favorite. But if nuggets disappointed you, the next item is something millions grab daily without a second thought. Number 5. Walmart deli pre-made sandwiches. You're rushing through Walmart on your lunch break. The deli section offers pre-made sandwiches wrapped and ready to go. They look fresh, they seem convenient, and the price feels reasonable for a quick meal. But what you're actually buying is a sodium-packed, preservative-heavy product masquerading as real food. Flip that package over, and the truth emerges. Many Walmart deli sandwiches contain over 900 milligrams of sodium per serving. Some varieties exceed 1,200 milligrams. That's more than half your daily limit in a single grab-and-go meal. Consuming these regularly puts consistent strain on your cardiovascular system without delivering compensating nutritional benefits. The bread is typically the same refined white variety we discussed earlier. The deli meats are processed and pumped with nitrates, phosphates, and flavor enhancers to maintain color and extend shelf life. Even the cheese is often that same processed product designed for industrial convenience rather than genuine flavor. Every component compounds the problem. Fresh vegetables, when present at all, come in minimal quantities. A few shreds of lettuce, a thin tomato slice. Nothing substantial enough to offer real nutritional balance. What's concerning is how these sandwiches are positioned. They sit near healthier options like salads and fruit cups, creating an association with better choices. But nutritionally, they're closer to fast food than anything resembling a balanced meal. When time is tight, convenience wins. But knowing what's inside should make you think twice before grabbing that plastic-wrapped package. And if you think the deli section is the worst offender, the next product hides its sugar behind a health halo. Number 4. Great value flavored yogurts. Yogurt feels healthy. It's marketed as a smart snack, a protein-rich breakfast option, and a guilt-free treat. Great value flavored yogurts fill refrigerator cases with promises of fruit flavors, creamy textures, and wholesome nutrition. But the reality hiding inside those cups tells a completely different story. Many great value flavored yogurt varieties contain between 19 and 26 grams of sugar per container. To put that in perspective, a glazed donut contains approximately 10 grams of sugar. That means your healthy yogurt snack packs more sweetness than many actual desserts. The disconnect between perception and reality couldn't be more stark. The fruit advertised on the label isn't whole fruit. It's typically fruit puree mixed with added sugars, cornstarch, and artificial flavors designed to mimic freshness without delivering genuine nutrition. The vibrant colors come more from processing than from real strawberries or blueberries. What looks natural is carefully engineered to appeal to your expectations. Protein content often sits around 5 grams per serving, which isn't terrible but hardly justifies the sugar payload accompanying it. Plain Greek yogurt delivers double the protein with a fraction of the sugar. The trade-off doesn't favor the flavored varieties. What concerns nutritionists most is how these yogurts target families seeking healthy options. Parents pack them in lunchboxes believing they're making smart choices. Kids eat them as snacks thinking they're getting something good. The branding actively reinforces this misconception. Yogurt should support your health, not spike your blood sugar like candy. But if hidden sugars upset you, the next product stretches that problem across entire meals. Number 3. Great value. Ready-to-eat meals. After a long day, the appeal is undeniable. Great value ready-to-eat meals offer complete dinners at prices that seem impossible to beat. Pasta dishes, rice bowls, comfort food classics, all microwavable in minutes. But these meals are engineered to hit price points, not nutritional standards. The affordability comes with costs your body pays later. Sodium levels in these products routinely exceed 1,000 milligrams per container. Some varieties push past 1,400 milligrams. That's nearly an entire day's recommended sodium intake consumed in one sitting while watching television. Your kidneys and heart absorb that burden every single time you choose convenience over quality. The ingredient lists reveal heavy reliance on flavor enhancers, modified food starches, and preservatives necessary to maintain taste and texture over months of shelf storage. Real vegetables appear in minimal quantities, often rehydrated from dried forms that retain little nutritional value. Protein sources in these meals frequently come from highly processed meats or reformed chicken products rather than whole cuts. Fat content tends toward unhealthy, saturated varieties used to create that satisfying richness despite the low cost. Fiber remains conspicuously absent in most options. Without fiber, these meals digest rapidly, spiking blood sugar and leaving you hungry again soon after eating. The calories fill your stomach temporarily without providing sustained energy. Convenience shouldn't mean nutritional bankruptcy. These meals solve the problem of time, but create new problems for your health over time. And the next 2 products are where Walmart's cost cutting does the most damage. Number 2. Great value. Snack cakes and pastries. The colorful boxes call out from the snack aisle. Great value snack cakes and pastries promise sweet treats at prices that undercut name brands significantly. Cream-filled cakes, frosted pastries, honey buns dripping with glaze. They're impossible to resist and shockingly affordable, but what you're actually eating is a nutritional nightmare wrapped in cellophane. One typical snack cake contains between 20 and 30 grams of sugar. That's 5 to 7 teaspoons of sugar in something many people eat as a quick breakfast or afternoon pick-me-up. Combined with refined flour and cheap vegetable oils, you're consuming pure inflammatory fuel. These ingredients work together to promote weight gain, energy crashes, and long-term metabolic dysfunction. The ingredient lists on these products stretch longer than many contracts. High fructose corn syrup, palm oil, artificial flavors, soy lecithin, multiple preservatives including sorbic acid and calcium sulfate all appear regularly. These chemicals extend shelf life dramatically, allowing products to sit in warehouses and on shelves for months without spoiling. Trans fats, though now limited by regulation, still appear in some formulations through partially hydrogenated oils. Even when absent, the saturated fat content remains troublingly high for products marketed as simple snacks. Calorie density is another concern. A single honey bun can exceed 450 calories while providing virtually zero beneficial nutrients. No fiber, no meaningful protein, no vitamins unless artificially added. You're consuming empty energy that contributes nothing to your well-being. These products exist to satisfy cravings cheaply, nothing more. Your body receives calories without nourishment, and now we arrive at the number one product you should absolutely never buy. Number 1. Great value. Peanut butter. Peanut butter feels like one of the safest foods in the store. It is cheap protein, shelf-stable, familiar. Parents spread it on sandwiches. Fitness-minded shoppers add it to smoothies. For many families, it is a daily staple. But the great value peanut butter sitting on Walmart shelves is far from the simple food most people imagine. Instead of just peanuts and salt, many great value peanut butter varieties include added sugars, hydrogenated vegetable oils, and stabilizers designed to keep the product smooth and spreadable for months. These ingredients exist to prevent separation and extend shelf life, not to support nutrition. One serving contains added sugar and more sodium than expected for something naturally savory. And most people do not stop at 1 tablespoon. They scoop generously, quietly doubling intake. Real peanut butter separates naturally and needs stirring. This one stays perfectly smooth because it has been engineered to do so. That convenience comes at a nutritional cost, especially when eaten daily.